Yo, what's up everyone? GangstaLuigi613 here, and welcome back to another episode of GL6 Reacts. Today we're reacting to the newest death battle once again. It is Martian Manhunter versus the Silver Surfer. I am not looking forward to this episode. Like in the previous reaction, I'm still a little... I don't want to say bitter necessarily, but like I'm just not looking forward to this battle. To me, it feels like it has too obvious of an outcome and won't be a fun stomp like other stomps have been in the past. Not to mention, this is the third Marvel vs. DC battle we've had this season, the first half of the season, and the fourth Marvel character overall, and the last Marvel vs. DC episode happened 2 episodes ago. So that Marvel burnout truly do be real sometimes. At least we haven't gotten any Dragon Ball episodes this season yet. Can't wait for the flood of that to happen in the next half with more Marvel DC. I still think Silver Surfer completely dominates this battle. I don't know what weaknesses he has compared to Martian Manhunter, who has fire weakness. Now, I'll give MM this. He can become intangible. That's borderline ghost powers. And I've had this power scaling thing in my head where ghost powers are pretty high up there. That's hard to beat. It is hard to beat ghost powers. Not impossible, but it's hard to beat ghost powers. The only thing I can really put above ghost powers is time powers. If you have time powers, you should not lose to anyone unless they also have time powers. That's like 2 of my power scaling levels, if that makes any sense. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure the Power Cosmic can do much more than John Jones's Power Martian. I don't know what you call it. But, so yeah, if you like what you see here and you'd like to see more, consider subscribing, and then make sure to ring the bell to make sure you're actually subscribed. And if you're feeling a little generous, why not donate a little bit of money to my Ko-fi account? Link in the description below. And with all that being said, let's begin the episode in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, ew. Oh, I don't like that logo. They changed it. They changed the Rooster Teeth logo. I don't like it.
Martian Manhunter, DC Space Ranger.
Space Ranger.
Marvel's sentinel of the spaceways. The depths of space.
I'm surprised they didn't say Herald of Galactus.
Beyond our comprehension. But these sage superheroes have seen more of it than any of us could.
I will say, Martian Manhunter in Justice League, good cartoon, good character. I need to rewatch Justice League again.
A death battle.
Oh, weird, they didn't show a preview of the battle in that. They just had Rise of the Silver Surfer clips. And that movie's bad. It's not the worst, but it's definitely not good.
Like Dr. Saul Erdell, who's kind of a doctor in the
Saul Erdell or Dr. Saul Erdell? I don't know.
From messing around with some ancient tech he stumbled upon. He was
of
desperate
course
to live out his boyhood dreams of exploring the cosmos. So with the tech's advanced capabilities,
I did watch the previews for both these characters, so I typically do watch the previews whenever new death battle comes out, so that way I can know, like, bare minimums. Hey, Dexter's lab footage. That means he's gonna fight Jimmy Neutron soon, right?
The Martian Manhunter immediately started using his incredible powers in front of the Doctor, like mind reading and shape-shifting. Which was just the tip of Erdell's
okay,
discovery.
mind
Turns
reading.
out Martians have
Just...
complete control over their bodies and can transform into practically anything, like a freaking dragon.
So does that mean that
Wonder Woman down to her central nervous system, or even a totally
interesting.
generic green monster that loves Choco Cookies. They can also shoot lasers from their
Not
eyes,
Hulk,
fire
gotcha.
psionic blasts, turn invisible, and
So,
phase
like,
through
is his
anything.
clothing
Even Green Lantern
just his
constructs and force
skin,
fields that
then?
Superman couldn't get through. On top of all that,
Is that
they've got a
is
crazy
that
healing
established?
factor. John has regenerated back from a single limb, tiny pieces, or even a puddle of goo. This display of
Okay, so good regeneration.
overwhelmed Dr. Erdell's poor human heart and caused
See,
him to die
it sounds
in
like he has a lot of durability, but he has that
Well,
weakness
at
to
least he
fire.
accomplished his
And I
goal
don't
before he
think
bit the
I don't remember if
red
it's like an
dust.
actual
Anyway,
weakness to
John used
fire
his
or if it's just like
abilities to hide
trauma
amongst
from
his new
fire.
world by assuming the identity of a recently deceased detective named John Jones. God, what a crazy coincidence, comic book writer, you clever man. Detective John Jones
That's funny.
lived a double life on Earth for many years, solving cases and helping as many
Choco
people as he could
cookies.
from the
A
shadows.
lot.
But eventually, he stepped out, revealing himself to the world, and helped found the Justice League of America. And John definitely.
So does he ever come clean about that? As like, oh no, I completely like I was like in disguise as that guy. He died 50 years ago.
He would be afraid to fight John, and he should be afraid. Superman wouldn't be the first
Interesting.
Kryptonian
Superman's
John has gone
afraid.
toe-to-toe with. He's manhandled Ultraman, who's basically evil Superman from another universe, and Superboy Prime, who can shatter
Can't have
reality
enough
with
evil
punches.
Supermen in the
And he's
universe, can we?
also evil Superman from another universe. He took a blast from Asmodel, the king angel from a literal army of heaven. He's held his own against Darkseid, the manifestation of tyranny in the DC universe. And he's fast enough to catch up to Supergirl and Superman, who we know flies so fast he can burst the bonds of infinity. So basically, he's just as strong and just as fast as a bunch of crazy gods and demons. While Jean's strength and speed
Once again, we are
very
breaking
impressive, it's also no secret that his greatest asset is
infinity
his mind.
scaling.
He's one of the most powerful telepaths in all of the DC universe. He reads minds, duh, but he can also shut them down altogether. And he once made Mr. Plexiglass, Mr. Mixed Pickles. Fuck your name, that's whatever. Anyway, he got him to subconsciously say his own name backwards, which God only knows, because I can't say it forwards, which canceled out his powers. His psychic defense was strong enough to protect the
That's
Justice
hilarious.
League against a worldwide
It's
telepathic attack.
Mitsopidalix, I think is what it is now.
He can
How you
feel
say it?
every sentient being in the entire galaxy. And he once
Oh, wow.
outthought Perpetua from the Omniverse. Who's that, you ask? Oh, just the freaking creator of the entire multiverse. She's basically the god of everything.
She
Jean
looks
needed to
cool.
connect his consciousness with everyone on Earth before Perpetua could catch up. He pulled this off by using his mental abilities within the span of Planck time. Literally the smallest possible measurement of time. In the time it takes you to count to 1, Jean could count to 1 and fly across the universe and back over 200 sextillion times. He outthought God. He's a faster thinker than God.
Look at us with his cookies.
John took a punch from her and walked away with just a bloody nose. And when she disintegrated him into basically nothing, he regenerated back from a hit from God. Batman has said that in order to kill John for good, you would have to literally destroy every single atom in his body one by one. God damn.
Oh.
Yeah, if I didn't love alliteration so much, I'd change this guy's name to Martian God Hunter or something. He's basically invincible, right? Not quite. Jean is not without weakness. He has a very real vulnerability to fire. At times, it has completely overwhelmed him to the point where he loses control of his body. And not just literal fire either. Jean was once tricked into just thinking he was surrounded by fire, and that was enough for him. Even still, Jean has been able to overcome
how did he get tricked like that? What?
Even taken hits from fire attacks.
How do you have like the strongest telekinesis in comics and then get tricked mentally?
Is mainly psychosomatic. What are you doing? I heard what you said. Weakness to fire is just in your head.
Boomstick, no.
Another win in the
Boomstick, why would you do that?
And to think there's a whole planet of these guys out there. Unfortunately, that's no longer the case. Before Dr. Erdell's strange experiment, Jean's own brother used the Martians' telepathic connection to each other against them, and the entire planet was plagued with Ronmir's curse. As long as they stayed telepathically connected, every Martian was vulnerable to a mental fire that would overwhelm them and burn them from the inside out. Which sadly
that sucks.
very well, because the fear of fire is something Jean shares with his fellow
fellow Martians. Centuries earlier, the Guardians of the Universe, a group of immortal aliens who
these useless guys,
feared that the Martian race could become too strong. So they programmed the Martians with that genetic weakness to fire.
John was able to survive the fiery curse by cutting off his mental connection to his people, including his family. Unfortunately, his wife, Myria, and their daughter couldn't live with the isolation, and he had no choice but to watch them give in and burn alive.
Oh gosh.
Racked with grief and survivor's guilt, Jean was
That's
left to
terrible.
wander his homeworld all alone. His only solace being shape-shifting into his lost loved ones to convince himself they were still alive.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Jesus, John! That is so sad.
That pain has
Okay, yeah,
shaped
no,
who
that's...
John is. In fact, the trauma he held onto so tightly formed a literal spiritual connection with those lost souls. A telepathic connection so strong, it kept them from finding peace in an afterlife. Let me say that again.
Wow.
His grief and telepathy were so strong, he prevented an entire race of people from moving on to the afterlife.
It wasn't until
That's
years
messed
later
up.
that John could return to Mars and release those souls by finally letting go. And not to forget them, but to embrace his new life and his new home. A place he would defend time and time again to make sure the Earth never suffers a fate similar to Mars.
To experience all of that, to truly know what it feels like to be alone in the vast universe, but continue to use your wisdom and power to help those in need, is what makes the Martian Manhunter such a noble hero.
On a planet packed with other incredible heroes, John really has set
Now I
himself
feel really bad he's gonna
through the
lose.
ashes and emerged the heart and soul of the Justice League.
Aw. Alright, so let's see if Silver Surfer has any weakness, because now I'll feel bad if Martian Manhunter loses, because I'm pretty sure he will.
Most radical name I have ever heard in my entire life. He was a brainy kid who was
And he looks
raised to
so
live a life
weird.
of reason and intellect over one of gnarly adventure.
That is, until the technologically advanced society came under threat from
All I can think about for Silver Surfer, other than, like, Superhero Squad and Galactus stuff, is how he kills himself in the Marvel Ruins comic, where like, he rips open his own chest or something so he can feel breathing again, I think? I don't know. Marvel Ruins is bad. It kinda sucks.
Wow, you rarely see it.
The power cosmic grants the Surfer near
The Wizard of
unlimited
Oz
energy,
1,000
as well as
times?
matter
Why?
manipulation, phasing, super strength, speed, and invulnerability, just to name a few.
The Surfer's
He's a member of the
basically got
Defenders?
all of Galactus's space magic, just
And I
not
did
as
not
well
get
as
to read all
Kid.
those
And
aliases,
Galactus
so
uses
whoops.
that power to fight guys like the In-Betweener, an abstract being from the overspace.
The
Okay.
Surfer used the power cosmic
Yeah,
to
so he has
serve
the power
Galactus
cosmic, he's
diligently
Herald of
for nearly
Galactus.
100 years,
What's his
during which
weakness?
he ensured
Like,
that the planets consumed were devoid of sentient life.
there's no way.
Until the Surfer accidentally
Maybe.
offered up
I
a
don't
planet
know.
with life, which drove him crazy with guilt. So Galactus tried his best to
Ah,
suppress
more
the
survivor's
Surfer's
guilt.
emotions, erase the painful memories, and make it easier for him to find planets with tasty, delicious life, guilt-free. How nice of him.
And it worked for a while until the Surfer reached Earth. Galactus's mighty mind manipulation wasn't enough to bury the Surfer's true nature for good. With the help of Alicia Masters and the Fantastic Four, the Surfer turned against his overlord and saved the Earth from being eaten.
But even after
Oh,
all
what is
that,
that
Galactus
from?
just let the Surfer keep his powers. At any point, he could have just taken them back.
Being the source of the Surfer's powers,
Yeah, why would he
yes,
do that?
could. But Galactus has continued to let the Surfer have the power cosmic out of respect for his first herald.
Damn. See,
Huh.
that's the kind of respect I'm asking
Well, that's
from you.
nice.
Anyway, ever
Good
since
for
those
him.
mental gymnastics with Galactus, the Surfer made sure nothing like that would ever happen again.
And he's been successful, like when Psycho Man failed to trick the Surfer with his illusions, or when he was briefly trapped in the Supreme Intelligence's mind when it was using the Mind Stone.
With some of those mental
Okay.
pricks behind him, he could finally take to the spaceways, kick ass, and monologue about the meaning of life in the universe.
All of which he's
All
quite
right.
good at, especially that last one. It's thanks to the abilities afforded to him through all that cosmic energy.
It's seriously crazy. He can rearrange the molecules of anything he wants into anything he wants. He can force you to just feel pain in general, and he
So
can even
atom by
control
atom?
elements, not just earth, wind, and fire, but anything in a boogie wonderland like gravity and the weather.
He's got enough power and
Controls
energy inside him
fire.
that he once created an infant star to serve
The
as a
Surfer
new
can be
light
turned into
source in a
weapons?
universe devoid of light.
So just when he needed it, he was able to pop out a baby son? That's convenient.
That's the power cosmic.
Very
Can't
convenient.
forget about the sick board he shreds the stars with. This thing's basically an extension of himself. He can transform it into a sweet sword or into pure cosmic energy. And if
Okay,
it
that's
breaks,
cool.
he can just form a new one.
On his board, the Surfer has traveled at incalculable
Interesting.
speeds on multiple occasions. He can fly faster than Thor, and even once flew so fast he reached the future.
Even without his board, he once
Okay.
broke free from energy shackles that would zap away his power within the next nanosecond. Gnarly, brah. He once outsurfed a
Oh
wave
gosh,
of universal
Boomstick, what happened to
destruction.
you?
He had to surf out of all of existence as it was being torn apart. Now, I've seen some choice waves in my day, but if you ask me,
This joke's
that's one
bad,
too
I'm
many
sorry.
to watch it on the beach with a brew.
You're, hitting it real hard with all this surfing lingo. He's honestly not that kind of guy at all.
Righteously disagree with you, dude. You are carving up my brainwaves into an A-frame swell that I just can't.
Okay,
handle.
I'm not a fan of this joke, I'm sorry.
The Silver Surfer is a tragic figure who's always weighing his choices through every angle of morality. Like
The
this,
game
destroy
over
the new
screen.
ghost of the Star Brand, an energy source that grants his wielders virtually infinite power, capable of wiping out all life on Earth.
The
Sorry,
Star Brand
just
seems to
cutting
choose
straight to
who a
that,
glowing
so
host at random.
funny.
Could be a good guy, could be the most evil person to ever exist. But despite that threat, the Surfer spared the new Star Brand once he found out she was
Alright.
carrying a child.
He decided to bear the weight of any potential consequences on his own shoulders, instead of squashing any and all hope that the child would use that power for good.
I get it. He's a righteous dude on a surfboard.
Exactly. And in the Surfer's case, a keen sense of morality also comes with a keen sense of his surroundings in general. He can see enemies even when
Movie's
they're
so weird.
invisible, and can sense incoming threats, to the point where he can sense someone approaching even before they've left their own home.
He can also absorb energy as
Interesting.
At him. Anything from psionic energy to a freaking star. The Surfer can even do it when he's on death's door. Hey, Wiz, what do you think the doormat on death's door says? Probably like, knock 'em dead, right?
What are you talking? Now, it does take a lot to get the Surfer to death's door. He's taken a blast from the
Oh,
Infinity
what
Stone,
is it about
survived being
Jean
smashed
Grey?
into pieces, crashed into the Big Bang, and played catch with a star.
He
Sorry,
caught
crashed
it
into the
and
Big
threw it
Bang?
Back at that punk Deadpool. I hope you like a big ball of gas in your face, you tool.
Reed Richards, the smartest man alive.
I'm surprised they mentioned
Surfer is probably
Deadpool
the
and
most powerful
he didn't
being
show
in
up.
all the galaxy.
And even after years spent drifting through the galaxy, he's still built strong bonds, like with the Fantastic Four, the Defenders, and with people like Dawn Greenwood.
But
Who?
somehow, he always ends up alone in space, searching for answers, searching
Poor
for beings that
guy,
need his
I
help,
guess.
searching for something that could replace the home that he lost all those years ago.
Only to be weighed down by the guilt of his servitude
But wait, he
and the
didn't
pain of
lose
his
it.
sacrifice, which was ultimately done in vain. Cause it doesn't seem to matter what the Surfer does. Zenn-La is destined for destruction. At this point, his whole
okay.
world has been destroyed 4 times over.
Despite
Oh,
it all,
wow.
this tragic hero still manages to take everything in stride as he surfs the stars and fights tirelessly to preserve every being's right to live.
Okay, yeah, so he doesn't have a weakness. Yeah, so
All right,
one
the
has one has a weakness to fire. The other didn't have a weakness listed. I wonder who's gonna win. At least I think the fight will be good.
In all of my journeys, I have never seen anything.
Okay, I like
I
this.
assumed your journeys would have made you rather familiar with places like this, Nordenrad.
I like
Or
this.
Should I say, Silver Surfer? Now, tell me why you have summoned me here.
Enough.
Is it gonna be all in black and white? Okay, alright. I like this.
What are you hiding?
Oh no, it's another battle that could have been solved by talking. That's even worse.
Tell me your secrets.
I must end this.
Okay, but like, if you're the one that called him, why aren't you telling him why you called him? Is that a reference to the game? That looked like it was from the NES game. Kind of. It was a weird cut. Okay.
There's no use in hiding.
I did the sprite.
I can feel your presence.
That was so funny. Okay. Oh, that looks cool. That looks really good, actually. That's a really good-looking dragon. That's a distinctive art style, too, from their usual hand-drawn stuff. I wonder if they got for that. That looks really good. I always love a good dragon. Into the sun. Yep.
Nothing can best Martian might.
Your will is admirable, but will alone is not enough.
Alright.
Feel the pain.
You and I possess the same knowledge.
Okay.
That only one of us can survive, and we know not why.
I hope you can live with the uncertainty.
Oh, wow.
Victory comes with no certain satisfaction. I may never know why we were made to fight. If violence is ever truly justified, but perhaps there is something worthy in the battle.
Myria.
Okay.
Something beyond my understanding.
Okay, no, I actually like that. Alright, that wasn't terrible. It wasn't great either, though, but...
What the hell are we doing? Why are we forcing such beautiful souls to fight to the death?
Both the Silver Surfer
I like
and the Martian
Boomstick
Manhunter
questioning
were two
it.
extraordinarily
But yeah,
powerful
okay.
beings, each with very wide power sets.
I'll have more to say. I'll actually have something to say at the end of this, so... Let's go.
But arguably the biggest thing on the Martian Manhunter's side was his formidable telepathy. The Surfer has had his memories erased and his emotions manipulated by Galactus. So it would stand to reason that Jean could pose a mental threat to the Surfer.
Interesting.
But the Surfer has resisted mental attacks many times. When Psycho Man played on the Surfer's skills and pretended to be his lost love.
I just love seeing that sprite so much. It's so funny. Oh, man.
These two could have gone toe-to-toe around the universe for a long time. But when it came down to it, the question was, who had the power to put the other down for good?
They both have some serious healing factors and have come back from basically nothing.
Yep.
But if ending Martian Manhunter meant destroying his every atom one by one, the Surfer has the means to make that happen thanks to the seemingly endless well of energy that is the power cosmic.
Yep.
It's truly an overwhelming source of
Called it.
unlimited power. And outside of Galactus stripping the power away from him, the Surfer is never without it.
It's like a battery. Even if Jean could drain all of the cosmic energy, the Surfer can just recharge it. And he's used that power to destroy planets, defeat Galactus-level threats.
Like I said, this battle, very
While both of
obvious.
these philosophic heroes tend to hold back out of a respect for life, there's obviously
But
no
I
holding
do
back
like
here,
the
and depth
respect
of Silver
aspect.
Surfer's abilities gave him the win.
This Martian was harsh in his mellow, so the Surfer had to wave goodbye. Bodacious, Cowabunga, Hang Ten, Ninja Turtles.
The winner.
They
is the
didn't do
Silver
a,
Surfer.
oh no, Al the sunburn joke. That's interesting. I'm surprised they didn't
Thanks
do
for
that.
watching. Stay tuned. We have a new death battle releasing every
Yeah, so
2
what's
weeks this year.
next?
And click the join button
I'm
for
very
perks and extra
curious.
content. Planet level members even see death battles before anyone else, so don't miss out.
Oh, we're doing Guild Discord next time. Good. Alright, cool. Great. You'd love to see it. I expect a little more, gravitas for... I'm laughing at something else right now. A very unfortunate coincidence. Oh boy, is that really the next? Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. Oh no. Oh no. Why does it have to be on that Monday? They couldn't have bumped it to Tuesday or Sunday or something. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, so Martian Manhunter versus Silver Surfer. Good analysis. I'm surprised they actually got me to care about the Silver Surfer. They made me think, oh, he's actually not that bad. He's kind of cool a little bit. But not like that gnarly, totally cool type cool, but like the, oh, okay, I can respect it now type cool. So, good on them. I appreciated learning their stories. Their power sets, always nice to learn. So, good job on Death Battle for doing that. However, like I said before, one has a weakness to fire. The other didn't have any weakness listed. I wonder who was gonna win. This battle was too obvious. This was just a very obvious stomp battle. But not in like a normal stomp. I don't know, it's weird to differentiate that. But I do want to talk about the battle itself, because it actually gave me a couple things to talk about. Not enough, but I do find interest in how this battle was structured. Because this battle wasn't a power set v power set, bang bang, cosmic brawl out. This wasn't Raven versus Phoenix, where they're trading blow for blow, transformation for transformation. This was a much slower battle with a much more character focus, I'd say. Even though it's not really focused on the characters, it's more so focused on, like, the dilemma, I'll say? The story they're trying to tell. So I find that really interesting, because that makes sense. Okay, actually, you know what? I just thought of this. This battle is what Beast versus Goliath should have been. A battle of respect, thought out, like, thought-provoking, like, oh, we are battling in this scenario, why are we doing this, like, type thing. This is what Beast versus Goliath should have been. That being said, this battle is... See, it's almost unfair to actually talk about this battle now. Because this battle is unlike any other death battle. This battle isn't like other death battles. It's more like... It's a melodrama, basically. This is telling a story. This is telling you, like, hey... these are two tragic characters. This is an unfortunate circumstance they happen to be in. And they both know, like, oh, only one of us can live through this. One of us is gonna perish. And it's like, I like that. I don't know, it's hard to, like, really talk about this episode, I think. Because I can't find the right words to say, really. I will say that dragon, my favorite part of the battle, absolutely, because that just looked beautiful. I want to know who they got to animate that scene, because that art style is very good. I like it quite a lot. I would like to see more art I would like to see more art from the person that made that, please. But yeah, no, this is... It's hard to compare this battle to other battles now, I think. Because it's so set in the melodrama that they want to tell, rather than the action that is happening between these two cosmic beings. Like, if we were to just grade this episode on action alone, this episode's weak. This episode is like one of the slowest death battles ever. Nothing's happening in this battle, really. There are blasts from Silver Surfer. There's Martian Manhunter reading minds. They are going through objects. The dragon is the most action this battle gets. The death is really good. I liked how that looked. That was really well animated. It makes sense because, you know, atom by atom, molecule by molecule. Insert SpongeBob joke here. That's what I was thinking of whenever I said atom by atom, was Plankton doing that to the safe and then ripping it up and then nuclear explosion. But anyways. The death, really good. I liked the death. I liked it more than I thought I would. Like I said, this battle's just hard to talk about, really. Because it's not the worst episode Death Battle has ever made. I'm gonna say that right now. But it's not that great either. I respect what they were going for. Okay, let's judge it like that. They were going for melodrama. And I hope I'm using the right terminology there, because I don't want to keep saying the wrong thing like that, but I'm pretty sure it's melodrama. Sorry, just like. So they were going for that. They were going for the drama and tragedy more than the action and the fighting. So if we judge the episode based on how well they achieved the drama angle, they did an alright job. This episode, as a whole, isn't terrible. I'll say that right now. This is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I can respect what they tried to do for it. However, while certain aspects of it worked extremely well, better than I thought they would, as a whole, this episode doesn't work for me personally. So I have to give this battle a... Let's see, I don't want to give it too low of a score, but I can't give it too high of a score either. This battle is gonna get... You know what? This battle is going to get 5 out of 10. A perfect middle down the road. I can't say it's worse. I can't say it's better. It's just getting straight 5 out of 10. Maybe my opinion of it will change in the future. We'll see. Now, the next time is very interesting to me, because it's Bill Cipher versus Discord. I was certain this battle would be the season finale. I genuinely thought this would be the last episode of the season, to give it the most amount of resources, the most amount of research, the most budget, whatever, what have you. I thought this battle would be at the very end, so they could go all out on it. So the fact that it's episode 9 of this season, very interesting. A very interesting way to kick off the second half. Now, Bill Cipher has the equivalent of one season of television to get all his power and information from. There is, like, season 2 of Gravity Falls, and I think 2 episodes in season 1, because he first appears in... No, wait, he first appears in Gideon Rises, I think, is the episode he's in? No, Gideon Rises is later, I think. It's the episode where Gideon summons him to invade Stan's mind. And the kids and Seuss almost beat him, but he's like, no, I'm tired of this. This is boring to me. I'm a head out. And I think he appears in one other season 1 episode. But then season 2 is where he's, like, more prominent. And, like, really, you really have to use Weird Mageddon as his, like, most prominent role to, like, discover what he can do. Whereas Discord appears in... I think he first appears in season 2 of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, I want to say. And there's 10 seasons of that show, so I think he gets 9 seasons worth of content to look through. Which I know isn't like... which isn't like the key factor here or anything. Like, oh, Discord is in more episode, he wins. But, like, you can gauge more if you have more episodes. And I'm not saying Bill is impossible to gauge power from, or power for, I should say. That would just be blasphemous. Then you do have journal number 3. Actually, I have a copy of that. Maybe I should read up on that for reference sake. But, let's see. Because they're both... This battle is just going to be pure insanity, I know that much, because it's just going to be like, oh, we can do whatever. Literally whatever. So, you can't really compare their powers because they can do whatever. Bill Cipher killed Time Baby. Which, like, in the context of Gravity Falls, oh my gosh, he did that. Discord... Actually, hold on. It's been a minute since I watched much of MLP Friendship is Magic. Does Discord have time powers? Because I don't know if Discord has time powers. I know Bill has time powers. Bill can, like, reverse time and stop it and stuff like that. Because clearly this isn't going to be, like, just in the Mindscape. This is going to be Weird Mageddon Bill. Obviously. Going up against Discord. Oh, I just realized both end up as a statue. Oh, that's actually clever. Because Bill Cipher's a statue at the very end of... Well, he's a statue in real life at the end of Gravity Falls, and Discord becomes a statue at the end of his 2-parter in Season 2, I think? But anyways, so both these characters can literally do anything they want. This is chaos versus chaos. There is no in-between. So it's not a question of who is stronger here. This is, again, another question. This is more of a question of, can Discord defeat Bill? Because I firmly believe Bill wins this battle. And I have 2 reasons for that. 2. Yeah. So, like I said before, if you have time powers, you should only lose to somebody else with time powers. That's why I hate Goldo so much from Dragon Ball Z. Because he had time powers, but he died. to people who didn't have time powers, which means he sucks. But I know Bill has time powers. I don't remember if Discord has time powers. Now, because he can do anything that doesn't, like, truly negate him out of this conversation, but, like, it is a detriment, I'll say. However, I think I've said this in a video before. I don't remember if I have or not. Just like Martian Manhunter in this episode, Discord has one huge weakness that Bill can easily exploit. And Bill doesn't really have a weakness. So this is another Martian Manhunter Silver Surfer situation where one character has a crippling weakness, the other, I believe, doesn't. So it's gonna be nigh impossible for the one with the weakness to win. But instead of fire, Discord's weakness is Fluttershy. Bill Cipher is going to exploit that weakness to its worst, like, level. Discord's weakness with Fluttershy is so strong that in the season... I'm gonna get this one wrong. Season 8 episode, I want to say? Where Queen Chrysalis kidnaps every pony and replaces them all with changelings. It's up to Discord, Starlight Glimmer, Trixie Lulamoon, the great and powerful Trixie Lulamoon, my apologies. Thorax, the changeling. I think they have a 5th person. I don't remember if they have a fifth person in that episode or not. But, in that episode, they go to the changeling hives. Changelings, of course, being able to shapeshift into any pony they want to look like. And there is a part in the episode where Discord is, like, oh, he gets separated from the group, and they're all, like, in their own little places, trying to find who they're looking for and whatnot. Discord happens to run into a trapped Fluttershy, and he's aware of where he's in, so he's like, oh, please. I just happen to run into the one person I'm actually looking for and care about here. Yeah, you're clearly a changeling, obviously. And then he turns around, and then, like, there's even more changelings, and they all are Fluttershy. And then he gets kidnapped. Because he's like, well, I've lost. Because, like, it's just, he knows that it's not Fluttershy. That none of them are Fluttershy. He knows that. And he still gets captured. So if Bill Cipher... So if you think the changeling's being like, oh no, I'm Fluttershy now. Oh, I'm trapped. Oh, help me. If he loses to that, Bill Cipher's... Oh man, Bill Cipher's gonna kill like 1,000,000 clones of Fluttershy. It's gonna be awful. It's gonna be painful for Fluttershy fans, such as myself. In the next episode, Bill's gonna kill 1,000,000 of them. I'm bet money on that right now. Bill Cipher's gonna kill multiple Fluttershy clones, and that's what causes Discord to either lose instantly, or that's going to cause him to snap for one last effort. Because the only real way, according to Gravity Falls and what we've seen so far, to beat Bill Cipher is to erase your mind while he is trapped in your mind. Because that's what they do to stop Bill. Spoiler alert for Gravity Falls, by the way, sorry. At the end of the show. And I don't know what deal Discord would make to get him into his mind, to trap him, and then, like, I don't know how Discord could win this, whereas I can see how Bill will win this. Does that make sense to anybody that's still listening? Thank you for staying and listening to my ramblings. But yeah, no, Bill Cipher, genuinely, he's gonna crush Discord in the next episode. Again, weird that it's the mid-season episode, not the season finale. I could have sworn it would have been. I could have sworn we would have gotten Alex Cole first. No lie. So that. Well, now that raises the question if Cole and Alex is going to be the season finale or not. Huh? Because I was dead set on this one being season finale. No, well, guess we'll just have to see, and guess we'll have to go to the Death Battle Cipher Wheel and see what kind of calamity we have faced there. So, thank you all so much for watching. I've been your most wonderful host, GangstaLuigi613. I have been GL6, and I shall see you all in the next show. Peace out. Bang.